What to do, KTTV? This is KT, and I'm coming at you live with another episode of the Daily K Podcast. And on today's episode, we have Mr. NELTON BENARD, a 16-year Marine serviceman and a high school recruiter here in Houston, Texas. Mr. BENARD is going to talk to the KTTV audience about some of the obstacles he overcame during childhood, the Marine recruitment process, some of the programs offered by the military, his passion for speaking to young children, and more. Stay tuned. Meet NELTON BENARD III, a dedicated Marine for the last 16 years. At a young age, NELTON realized the importance of having the type of discipline and structure the Marine Corps develops.
I never thought about the military, believe it or not, until my senior year. A recruiter came to my class, just like what I do now, and spoke about it. And then at the end, he was like, anybody who feel like they want to be a part of this, raise your hand. I thought for about 5 seconds, I raised my hand. Something hit me, because at the end of the day, I know I wasn't the school type, but I didn't want to be a bum though, and from that point, and the reason why I chose the Marines because I knew it was going to give me the biggest challenge, and at that point I was lost. I wanted to help with more discipline. I wanted to get more structure, more direction. I knew the Marines were going to get that to me.
When NELTON speaks to students about his childhood, he tries to inspire them to see a way out of their current negative situation.
I was around 19 years old. My mom and dad, they split, they didn't work out. And immediately after they split, we went from townhouse to living out of our van. In the initial phases of us being homeless, we were right off South Post Oak, so the apartments weren't too far. So we would go to that Fiesta. My mom was sneakers in the women's bathroom and strip us down and give us a bath with cups of water from the sink. And I mean, she would never miss a beat. Like, no matter what was thrown her way, she improvised, right? I was in the 4th grade at the time. I didn't know what was going on. So we were, doing from house to in the van, and, you got that anger because you can't do nothing, you don't know what's going on. So I went to the school. Man, I tore that classroom up. And then my mom found out, she came up to the school. I'm thinking, okay, I'm in trouble. Oh my God, I'm about to get it. She pulled me aside as though I was like the man of the house and was like, look, check this out. I understand you understand what's going on right now, and you can't really do anything to change the situation. But if you want to help me, I need you to not bring attention to us, because our situation was going to get worse if they find out what's really going on. And bro, when I tell you, when she sat me down and talked to me, it took but one time. Something clicked. It was like, okay, you got to be the example now.
As NELTON explains to the KTTV audience, every successful recruitment started with a sit-down conversation.
So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to screen you out. Okay. Medical. Make sure you got all your limbs and conditions that prevent you to serve. Moral. You got like felonies. That's like a disqualifier for us. Make sure you're a moral character. Drugs. You can't be high on anything. You can't be active user. If you can't have too many kids. And then also, I also check to see, if you got to be a graduate as well too of high school. So the thing is, if you're not a graduate of high school, like you didn't do a traditional high school diploma, you have to at least pass the 10th grade to get a GED. And then with that GED, you need at least 15 college credits to be education qualified. So a lot of people don't know that back in the day it was, GED, all right, you good. Now, GED, you need 15 college credits along with that GED.
As students enter the Marines before college and want to enroll while enlisted, NELTON explains the tuition assistance programs that not only cover the student, but their immediate family as well.
We have this program called tuition assistance. While you're serving active duty time, you get $4,500 a year to take classes. Marine Corps does not care what classes you're taking, just pass the class. Okay? Accumulate your credits, get your associates. As long as you stay in, you can use that program. Now, say you get out after 4 years, 8 years, we have the post 9/11 GI Bill. That's the program where for 36 months, the Marine Corps or the military is going to pay for your full-time full-time school, no matter what university, trade school, whatever school you got accepted to, they're going to pay for a full tuition. And then on top of that, as long as you're going to school full-time, they will pay you a monthly stipend depending on the area code where you're living. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For 36 months. And then if you don't use that, the GI Bill, you could pass it on to your spouse or your children.
As NELTON inspires, motivates, and mentors young men into adulthood, he leaves them all with this message.
My biggest thing is you don't have to become what your environment is, because it starts with the mindset. If you want more for yourself, then that'll translate from you doing more. With my story, I don't accept excuses. I don't care what your story is, what your background is, you can change it because you always are in control of what you do, what you say, and what you think 100% of the time. For recruiting purposes, my cell phone number is 832-724-2492. That's my actual cell phone to write to me, ask any questions about the military or the Marine Corps. That's the phone I carry with me 24/7. As far as speaking engagements, I also have a Facebook page, Nelson BENARD III, the code name BENARD, so you can find me there. Instagram BENARD13, and also my cell phone for the speaking engagement would be 832-216-6325.
We'd like to thank Mr. BENARD for stopping by and talking to the KTTV audience today. If you'd like to know more about his background or the programs offered by the military, go to kttv.com for the full interview. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to let me know your favorite part of this video. This is KT for KTTV signing out. 100.